Everyone, this is Agent Matt and welcome back to the agency's YouTube series. Today I'm doing another live trading session, except this one is using my 60-second software and a strategy that you could possibly use with this 60-second software. This strategy is known as the martingale strategy, and just a fair warning, it can be extremely risky when not implemented properly. The way it works is, say you invest $50 and you lose. Now the next trade, you double that, invest $100. So that way when you win the second trade, you recoup your initial investment and still make a little bit of a profit. So technically your win percentage is still 100% because it erases all the losses you've had. Now say you lost a $100 trade, you double it again. Now you're looking at a $200 trade. Now it gets risky because if you keep losing and losing and losing, those losses add up. Now, if you have enough money in your account, you will win eventually, and then all your money will come back. However, we recommend you start small, say around $5, then go up to $10, $20, and so forth. So that way, if you lose, say 4 trades in a row, which you most likely will not, it's very unlikely that you will do so. But say you do, that way you have enough money in your account to recoup those losses and continuously keep winning. So today I'll be using Tropical Trade as it's becoming one of my favorite brokers actually, and they do this very easily. So we'll be using our 60-second strategy, but with the martingale system, I will be making 2-minute trades, and I like Tropical Trade for this because it makes it very easily. It automatically doubles the investment. So I will be starting with $25 trades. Now if I lose that $25 trade, I'll go up to 50. If I lose 50, I'll go up to 100. Now, I don't really expect to get up to 200 or 400 using this system and my software because it just does not happen very often. But if it does, I am prepared and I will be able to recoup my losses, and hopefully by the end of the night, I will be looking at about 100% win percentage because of the martingale system. Okay, so this is my MetaTrader 4 terminal, and if you have not seen any of my other videos, I try to keep it simple. I do not use the indicator file that you guys all bought when buying the 60-second software. I use the expert one while live trading. And the currency pairs I'm focusing on today are the US Canadian dollar, the AUD USD, the Great British Pound US dollar, the Euro JPY, the NZD USD, the USD JPY, and the Euro USD because they have a relatively good volume. They're the major currency pairs, so they'll have enough volatility to implement my 60-second software. I really like them a lot. So let's get started, and hopefully we have a solid trading day today. Okay, so we just got a possible trade on the Euro JPY. It's a very steep downtrend, and now we actually have one on USD JPY. I like both of them just because they're so steep, so I'm going to go get them ready using the martingale system. So I'm going to start both trades with $25. They're both going to be call trades. So let me get them set up. There's the USD JPY and the Euro JPY is just below it. Now I'm waiting for that ding that you may not hear in this video, but you will hear it when using. There it is. So I just got in on that top one and just got in on the bottom one. Now perfect, let me fast forward them so that way you can see how these trades play out and how the martingale system works. Okay, so sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning of this video, but as you see, I didn't have to use the martingale system for either of these trades. Both of them actually just finished in the money right after each other. So good start to the day. We're 2-0. Let's keep this going. This trade above here, in case you're wondering, I'm just using my trend strategy. It was a severe downtrend, so I thought it was a very good trade. It expires in 2 minutes, so that'd be a great start to the day. 3-0 on my first 3 trades. I'm really pumped about that. It looks like that one's going to win. I don't want to count my blessings before they happen, but it's pretty deep in the money and there's only 2 minutes left. Now I'm just going to head back over to my MetaTrader 4 system, try to find another trade. Hopefully this one will be a martingale trade. I don't like to lose, but I would like to lose just to show you guys how this strategy works, and it will be a valuable learning experience, and hopefully you'll be able to implement this strategy. Okay, so we have some more possible trades on the Euro JPY and the US JPY. These appear to be the currencies for the night, so I'm just going to get them set up. As you can see, I already have, and I'm just going to wait for the ding. I have about, I'd say probably 10 seconds or so before I will hear the ding. It's definitely going to happen. As you can see, it's up a lot. Just gotta wait patiently here. Alright, there they are. Let's get in on that one. Alright. Goodness gracious. In on this one. Alright, so we're in on those two. We're going to see how those end up. Alright, so that one just expired and this trade's about to expire. Gotta love winning, right? But this video was supposed to be for the martingale strategy, and I can't really show you that strategy when the 60-second software just keeps winning. I'm actually 5-0 trading today. I've won my first 5 trades today. That's really good. I'm going to stick with it. Now, for you guys, I would recommend that if you win the first 5 trades in a row, just stop. That's a solid profit on the day. I've already made so I made $300 on the trend strategy, and I've won for 60-second strategy, so that's another $100 about. Alright, so I mean $400 on the day, that's pretty good. I'm going to keep going. I'm trying to find a losing trade, actually, believe it or not. They're hard to find with this software sometimes, but trying to find one so that way I can show you exactly how to go about this strategy. So just stay with me, you'll see one. I'll be back when the next trade is possible. Okay, so we have a trade on the USD JPY here. It still looks like we have a chance to get in on it. Let's see if we do. Okay, it's not up too much. I'm going to take this trade. Alright, good strike, Larry. I'm going to let you know how this goes. Okay, so this trade does appear to be a loser, and it fits perfectly into our martingale strategy. Now, I made a $100 trade, so in order to double it, I'm going to have to make a $200 trade, and it will be in the same direction as that first trade. So that trade lost, but we just got in on a second one, and now we're going to fast forward and see how this trade does. Okay, so this trade is about to expire in 10 seconds, and it's a textbook martingale trade. So in total, I invested $300, the $100 initial trade, and now the $200 final trade. So $300 total invested, but as you can see, I was paid out $330, so I made a $30 profit. And technically, that is a 100% win percentage because that losing trade I had was completely wiped out by the profit of the winning trade. So technically, my record so far today is 6-0. I'm going to head back over to MetaTrader 4 and try to find another trade to take. And it will be in the same direction as that first trade. So that trade lost, but we just got in on a second one. And now we're going to fast forward and see how this trade does. Okay, so we're back once again, and we have a possible trade on the US Canadian dollar. It looks pretty good. I'm just going to head over to Tropical Trade to get that set up. It'll be a call trade. We'll start with the minimum investment so a martingale strategy can take place. It does look like this is going to be a trade, so I'm just going to wait until I hear the ding, and then I'll click this invest button to get in on it. There it is. Got in on it, and let's see how this trade plays out. Alright, so there's about 10 seconds left, and it is once again another good trade. We're having a very successful day so far using this software and our strategy behind the software. So I'm going to head back over to MetaTrader 4 and try to find another trade for you guys. Okay, so I'm back in with a possible trade on the NZD USD. I'm just going to head over to my broker to get it all set up. This would be a put trade, and we're looking for the minimum investment so that way we can use the martingale strategy. So it looks like this should finish above the bands. I'm just going to head over to the broker and wait for the ding. That's what I recommend you do. It's the easiest way. Alright, so there's our ding. We just got in on it, and let's see how this trade does. Okay, so now there's about 10 seconds left once again, and as you can see, it is another winning trade. There's nothing wrong with winning trades, obviously. We're trying to show the martingale system, and we're having a little difficulty just because we keep winning. Now, I'm going to go look for a couple more trades. We're 8-0 on the day. That's fantastic. We're pumped about that. But I really want to show you how this system works. So I'm just going to head back over to MetaTrader 4 one last time and try to find another trade. Alright, so I'm back and I have a couple possible trades here, the Great British Pound and the USJPY. So I'm going to head over to my broker and get them both set up. They're both put trades. Alright, there's the ding. I'm going to get in on both of those. Okay, so there's about 20 seconds left. This one's riding the edge. This one should be a winning trade. So with this one, we're going to use the martingale strategy. So I'm going to head over and get in on another 2-minute trade if at 5 seconds it's still out of the money. Alright, it is. So the Great British Pound US dollar, I'm going to double my investment and get in on another trade. So our USJPY trade just finished in the money. Now we're looking at this trade, and I'll fast forward the video to see how this trade does. Okay, so this one's going to be close once again. At 5 seconds, if it's not in the money, I will take once again another trade. Alright, so there it is. And I will take another trade, and this one will be for $100. And we're in on it. Now I'll fast forward the video one last time. Hopefully this trade wins. If it doesn't, I will just continue the martingale strategy. So let's see how this trade does. Alright, so there's 6 seconds left, and this one does appear to be a winner. So that is how the system works. Each time about double your trade, you can actually figure it out if you sit down and do the math. It depends on your return percentage. Ours was only 65 here. That's a little low, a little disappointing, but that's okay. So if you sit down and figure out the return percentage and you do that each time, so that way you trade and say your goal is to make $10 each time. So you lose on the first trade and then you increase it so much where you can recoup your first trade investment and still make $10. That trade loses, same concept, just more money. And this strategy really does work. So now technically on the day I am 10-0. I had a very solid profit. I'm proud of what I've done.
Now, unfortunately, that concludes this video for today. I hope this video was helpful in using the 60-second software or just trading in general. Now, if you have any questions for me, please email me directly at binaryoptionsagency@gmail.com. That concludes this video for today. Comment your successes below, or even any questions you comment your successes below. I love to hear about them. Agent Matt.